Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this video here, we're going to see how we can use Keylabs to go in and auto annotate our images with machine learning assisted models. We're also going to see how we can annotate and label 3D objects, so basically point clouds. We're going to go in, throw some point clouds into the Keylabs platform, and then we're going to draw 3D bounding boxes around that, and also see some other of the annotation tools that we can use. So let's just jump straight into it. Let's start with the coolest thing, which is machine learning automated labeling. So now we can basically just go in when we're labeling our images, we can just choose specific objects, specific points, bounding boxes, and then it's going to do the annotations automatically. So you guys have probably heard about segment anything. I've just gone into this GitHub repository here. But this is actually pretty cool. We can both throw in like points, bounding boxes, but we can also specify text, and then it's going to create these really nice masks. You can see the details around every single line, edge of these individual objects. So it's really good at doing these annotations when we're doing semantic segmentation, object segmentation, instant segmentation, and all those different things. So this is how we can speed up our annotation and labeling process, and they will save you significantly time. If we were to annotate this image here manually, you will have to sit and click every single point for the mask around the edges. So that will take up a ton of time, but now we can use this machine learning automated tool where we can use this segment anything inside Keylabs. So let's just go inside one of these datasets and let's take a look at an example. So we go inside segment anything machine learning projects. First of all, before we can use these models, we need to go inside the configuration and set it up. Then we can go down to the ML models. Again, if you're creating a new project in here, we have tons of videos about how you can set up your projects, how you can use the different annotation tools, upload images, upload videos. So this tool here is really good for annotating videos. So you can have a whole video sequence, and then you can annotate individual objects. You can have keyframes and so on, so you don't have to label every single frame in your video. So this is how you can speed up your labeling and annotation processes, especially if you're working in larger teams. We also went over like workflows, how you can set up different elements in a pipeline so you can connect it to different stages and so on. So definitely check those videos out here on my channel. So yeah, let's just go down. Right now we can select segment anything, and after we've done that, we just hit save, and that's everything that we have to do. Now we can use these machine learning models for automated annotations. So let's just jump straight into our files. We can now see that we have this simple example. So this is the dog. So here we can just inspect our image, then we can go inside of it into the annotation tool, and then we'll get all the tools up here at the top. Okay, so let's say that we actually want to go in and annotate our image manually. We can go up and add a new bitmap. So let's just go in and do that. And then we have these different tools. Now we can choose our brush tool. Now we want to add mask here, or basically just add to our bitmap. We can also go in and use the AI tool later on. But if we want to do this manually, we can basically just take this brush tool, and then we have to go around all the edges, basically just to create the edge, and then we can do infill after that. So yeah, again, if you're doing manual labeling, this is all you have to do. So again, if you're doing manual labeling, you have to do this for every single object that you want to segment out or like do instant segmentation of in your images, and this is really time consuming. And then after you have drawn all of the edges here, you can go in and infill the object, and you need to make sure that you actually choose all of it. But if you want to save some time, we can go in and use this AI tool now, and now we have actually chosen the segment anything model. We have set it up in our configurations. So now we have different prompts that we can throw into it. We can set up our foreground points, but we can also set up background points and also containing a box. So this is basically just, we can choose an arbitrary point, and then it's going to segment out that mask, which is basically just going to find from the segment anything model. So if you just go back here again, if you're choosing like, for example, in the middle of this rectangle, then it's actually just going to segment out this whole rectangle and find that mask. So let's now go in and try to do that. Let's start with the foreground points, click anywhere to place a new point, and then we can also control click to on a point to remove it. So basically here, let's just go in the middle of the dock. We left click, and now it's going to process it, and you can see how fast it actually processes it and does the annotation with this segment anything model. So this is pretty awesome. Now you can see the details. Let me just zoom in here a bit more, so you can just see the details around this dock. It is significantly better compared to if I were to actually go in and do manual labeling, because this model works down on pixel level accuracy. Again, you can also go in and control click, and then we're going to remove it. We can maybe just try here in the eye. So now we get a bit worth map. So this is probably not that good. We can also go in and try to do the nose. And here we can see that we get this one. And then we can go in and choose our background points. Let's say that we have some wrong annotations. Right now we just want to annotate the nose. Then we can go in and delete this one here, and it's going to basically just update the mask to our foreground points. So our foreground point is basically just what we want to have inside of our mask, and then our background points is that if we actually have some annotations we want to delete or specific areas that we want to delete, then we can use those. We can also set up containing boxes. We can try out some more examples in just a second, but this is pretty cool. Let me just delete this point. And now we can go in and do the contain box. So now we can just do our labeling as we're used to with standard bounding boxes. But now I'm going to draw a bounding box. It's going to find the object inside of that bounding box and act like do the annotation with segment anything. So it's just going to choose it, containing box, apply, and there we go. Now we have the exact same one as if we're using a point. So here I've just opened up a new example. Let's see how easy it is to go in and do the labeling with this automated tool. Let's choose this one. And we can add another one here. So these are just the foreground points that we're adding. Let's add it here. There we go. Now we can see that we get some background points that need to go and remove. So there we go. Right now we're just annotating cars. So we can just do the foreground points. We can just start with that. We can go and just press any of the cars. And then after that, we can go and remove all the points that we are not interested in. So this is actually like how easy it is to do. So again, we can go and apply it. If you were to do this object detection, you will have to do this bitmap for each individual object. So you'll have to go in and choose each one of them instead of just having the same bitmap for all these objects that are just annotated. But this is just to show you guys like how easy it actually is to do. So after I've applied it, we need to go up and actually create a new one here. So we can see we have these instances that we get over here to the left. So we went over that in the previous video, so definitely check that out. So this is very cool. Now we can do this machine learning automated labeling, and it will save you a ton of time. So definitely go in and try it out, and you can also see how fast this model runs. It is basically just instantly that it's going to snap on the object, get your instant segmentation mask, and then you can use that for training your computer vision models on segmentation tasks. So with Keylabs, we can also go and use the standard labeling tools where we can do bounding boxes and all those different things, cuboids, we already have videos covering all of that, but I just wanted to show you guys that we both have like bounding boxes, we have lines, we have cuboids as well, we can have these bitmaps, skeletons, and all those different things. We can just go ahead and take a vehicle, for example, and then we can just draw a bounding box around that, just the traditional bounding boxes, so you can use like any labeling and annotation tool in here with Keylabs. And again, you can also do the annotations on videos. So here we can just take people or a person. So here we go, we can label it like this, maybe a bit like that, and then we can adjust it back and forth here. So you can move the bounding box around, and you can also drag and drop in the corners and in the lines. So you can do these modifications to the bounding box. So these are just the classical ones, but I think the segment anything model is just instant, just snaps on the object, you get the segmentation mask, and then you can use to train it on your own custom models. So that's really useful, and also the point cloud annotations. So now we're going to look at how we can do point cloud annotations directly in Keylabs. So first of all, you just need to upload some PCD files. You can get that from LiDAR data and so on, but it has to be in PCD format. If you just go into one of examples here, we can go in and see like the overview. So we can see all these cars, pedestrians, and so on, if we want to annotate these cuboids on top of our point clouds. So let's just go into here, let's have it in full view, and then we can move it around. So you can basically just move it around like this. If hit control, we can move the cursor around like this, like in a 3D world. Okay, so let's see, we can actually see we have a couple of objects around. Over here we have a bicycle, we have a car, we have a bunch of cars driving here on the road. So this is the LiDAR data which has been captured from this position. So just sending out all these points, and we get the 3D points from the whole world. So we see some bicycles here, we can see the pedestrians walking over here to the right, so that's pretty cool. And we can zoom in and scroll out as well. So if you just go back here again, and let's take a look at how we can actually do the annotations. So I'm just going to scroll back. Let's go over and find the car. So we have a car here. Then we're going to go in and right click here on the object, and let's just delete this one. So now we're going to draw a cuboid around this. We can go up and choose a new one up here at the top. So Control Shift 3, or we can just choose it right here. Let's draw the bounding box or the cuboid here around our 3D object. There we go. And then we can move around. So here we can see that it's actually like pretty far away. Let's try to move it over closer to that car. Okay, so we're just going to move the bounding box a bit further down. There we go. Let's try to move it around and see. Okay, we still need to move it slightly. And probably like here. And now we can also go into the extrusion tool, because right now we basically just want to increase our bounding box size here. So we cover the whole car just like that. So now we can actually see that all our points are within our point cloud, and we can just take like whatever side of this cuboid that we want to. So now we can actually see if we're just moving around our car in 3D space. So here inside the point cloud, we can now see that we're covering pretty much the whole car. We could just, if we want to do some slight improvements here, we can just modify it slightly more here. Then we can also go in and add all the other vehicles here and so on, both the pedestrians, vehicles, and also motorcycles that we have in our image. Once we're done with annotations, we can go down into the complete stage. So this is how you can use the Keylabs annotation tool to go in and annotate your point cloud, which is pretty cool because now we can train 3D AI models. So thank you guys for watching this video here. I hope you have learned a ton. Definitely go in and test this one out. This is really cool, and you can label your images significantly faster. You will save a lot of time and also cost at the end. So if you guys want to learn how to create like whole computer vision pipelines, basically going from having a data set, annotating it, labeling the images, training our own custom models, exporting models, deploying them, running inference, how can we extract all the results and so on. I have a tons of courses inside my school, so you can go in, check them out. We both have object detection, object tracking, research paper implementation, transformers, and all those different kind of things, even like a custom GPT model that we're implementing from scratch. So definitely go and check those out if you're interested in learning more, and then I'll just see you in the next video, guys. Until then, happy learning.